Hey guys, it's Leanna again.
It's Megan.
Hey, it's Tiffany, and today we have our special guest.
Hi guys, it's Dylan from WISA.
All right, let's get ready to go
Down Bacchanal Boulevard.
Are you ready for Bacchanal, 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 Bacchanal?
So you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and about the club, like how you started it and stuff?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so like I said, my name is Dylan. I graduated USF in 2021. A little old, but it's fine. I from New York originally, of Guyanese descent. So my parents were born in Guyana, specifically Berbice, for those of you that know. And I made the West Indian Student Association at USF in 2020, which morphed into the GISA organization, the Guyanese Student Association at USF. And it's been a wild ride. I mean, since that point to now, we've grown so much. Our base has grown, our following, and it's been insane. And you guys came shortly after, which is amazing. Yeah. So we're glad to see you guys representing the West Indian community at UCF. Go Knights or whatever.
Yeah, and honestly, WISA, is that?
WISA.
WISA, okay, yeah. Not WISA, guys. WISA and GISA is like a huge, we're going to cut that. What's the word? Inspiration. It's been a huge inspiration for ICSA. When we started ICSA, we were looking towards GISA and you guys as well, because that's exactly what we want ICSA to become, just like that.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
We appreciate that.
Yes,
that's great.
Course.
Well, similar to us having GISA as an inspiration, did you have anything that inspired you to start your club? Any other clubs, or just what inspired you in general?
Yeah, no. So the process that I went through, I was a part of CCE, so our Caribbean Cultural Exchange, the biggest club at USF, by the way, since the 70s. I was on the board there, and I was on the board of the Students of India Association, so SIA. And it was nice, but I just didn't really feel my niche or my home there. So I was like, all right, let me see if I can make something of my own for the West Indian students, more specifically people that are coming from the West Indies that don't feel like they have a home at those organizations, right? Because people in our generation lack a sense of identity. And that's what I kind of wanted to cover in our organization. So that's how I started. And it's been a dream of mine to complete that. And I actually gave everything to Kavi. I'm sure you guys know Kavi. And he completed it and did a wonderful job thus far. And I'm so proud of the progress they've done so far.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any questions.
Okay. If I'm going to put you on the spot
That's
here.
fine. That's fine. That's
if
what I'm
you
here
could describe the club in 3 words, what 3 words would you use?
Okay. Home, family, fet.
I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
I think that's a club I want to be part of.
Yeah, definitely. The whole thing for me in the beginning was I want our students or our peers to come to some place after school and feel like they can just hang out and chill. It's not meant to, drill information or educate, so much so people are bored. It's more to kind of give an ode to our ancestors and where we come from, because a lot of us don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
That's really true. I mean, I tried ISA, I tried the Caribbean Student Association here, and none of them just really fit. I mean, the West Indian culture is so... It's
specific.
It's so specific, so niche. I feel like without a West Indian club or an Indo-Caribbean club, I wouldn't feel like I have family here at UCF, or I wouldn't really feel truly at home.
That's great.
That's also kind of why I'm a part of it, to learn more about the culture and just everything that goes along with West Indian culture is really cool. So I think learning about it and even the traditions and I don't know, carnival too. It's just so fun, the environment and the people.
I mean, similarly to me, I joined here. I didn't even know that there were Trinidadians and stuff in Orlando, because when I moved here last January, I found no one close. I was I had an American accent and everything.
You should have came to USF. We got so much Trinis over there.
That's another funny story that we will not talk about right now. But it took this club, finding out about this club, to even know that it had other people here. So I'm very grateful for this club, and I guess I'm very grateful that your club was there to inspire this to happen.
We appreciate that.
But say, since you created this club and stuff, was there any moments since creating the club that you were like, oh my gosh, I'm like, oh damn, like I made it?
I think it hit me when we had our first event last year, and it was probably one of the best events in my eyes thus far. I mean, we had a great Kangan recently, which I'll get to later.
Oh, we were there.
Right.
Yeah, we know you were there, Megan.
So definitely that first event when we had like 60, 70 people come out, and it was a hit. And I was like, wow, this is really everything that I pushed for when I was an undergrad. And I gave it to, you know, X, Y, and Z, and they did such a great job. And this is when I know that all of the work that I did was like worth it, you know, and that was really a good feeling to have.
How did it feel though, like passing it down?
Oh, I was kind of like happy to do so because I tried once, but the people that I had tried to give it to, they didn't have the time or really the passion to do it. And I was like, all right, I get that. You know, people have a lot to do with their degrees and stuff like that. So it didn't work the first time. Then I met Kavi over TikTok and we collaborated, we connected, whatever the case may be. Then I said, hey, listen, I have an opportunity for you. This is an opportunity to not only fill your resume, because that's what we all do clubs for at school, to fill your resume, but it could also give you that perspective and bring you this type of organization to campus on your own. I have all the foundation here. I have all the paperwork. Take everything from me and run with it. And that's what he did. And it came out so much better than I could have imagined so far.
He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
I'm really scared to pass on ICSA. It has to be people that are worthy.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah,
that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did.
Weren't you worried that like, oh, if I pass it on to the wrong people, they're gonna mess up this project that I worked so hard on?
Yeah.
But thankfully, that was not the case. He's doing amazing.
Yes, and I tell him this all the time that I can. I mean, we have our little differences, and he knows that. Love him, but I was nervous that it would be taken a little lightly, but it was the opposite. It was taken very heavily, which is such a blessing, I think, in my eyes.
I think as much as our clubs are very good for our resume, I think the people that take the clubs up on like how we have like our e-board, I feel like the e-board, as much as we may appreciate the resume, we have to want the club for the community.
Yeah.
Because that is what it was for me, which is why I care for this club so as much as I do, because this is the closest to home I can get. That's not home. Not just with the people, but the food, the events, because we don't just find that here.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah.
No, it's hard. It's hard to find your people. I grew up around a lot of white people. I grew up in Orlando my whole life. So it's a little bit different. I didn't grow up in Guyana and come here, which you can probably hear from my accent. Sound a little whitewashed. But I was really excited when I heard about ICSA because I finally had an opportunity to just connect back with my culture. The only time I really get to is like when I go up to Queens for weddings and stuff and hang out with family. But besides that, I don't really have, you know, like Guyanese people or Trini people around me. So that's why I was super excited to hear about WISA, ICSA, all of them. Yeah.
Okay, this question is not only for Dylan, but for one of you to answer as well. Okay. So actually, all three of you can answer.
You guys can start first.
If you had to convince a random student to join your club in 10 seconds, what would you say?
Okay.
You got that, Megan?
Oh gosh. Okay. I would say it's very diverse and that it's full of passionate people and people that are goal driven. And if you want to find a place or a community that you feel accepted in, that would be the place to be.
Despite other clubs anywhere, not even just UCF, I don't think we're a very cliquey club. I think we support everybody that comes in, and you know, everybody's friends with everybody. It's kind of like a little family. So that's my number one. And yeah, what you said about having a support system is another.
So it depends on if we have an event or not. Usually when there's an event, I'll be like, hey, come to our event. We got free food. First thing. College
free
kids
food.
love
Valid.
free food.
Valid.
So that's the first thing. And then usually they never had any type of West Indian, any type of Guyanese, Trini food. So that's what I'll rope them in with at first. I'm like, oh my gosh, we got free food. And then come out, check out our vibes. So we have music, we have culture, we have a different type of atmosphere than you're used to with other organizations. And that's how I would kind of sell it to them.
Yeah, even myself, I tried doubles for the first time. It was so good. Like for our first GBM.
Imagine that's Florida doubles. Imagine New York.
Imagine Queens
imagine.
doubles.
Yeah.
Imagine the
Or
original
Trinidad
one in Trinidad.
doubles.
Honestly, like as much as the food is good here, nothing would hit
No.
like standing up on the side of the road and eating it from your hand.
Where are you from in Trinidad?
Grandy.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have some salt one in the back there.
Oh gosh, girl, you're from
Yeah.
South.
We have from all over Trinidad, which is crazy because we met here and now we will lime in Trinidad
That's sweet.
from the other ends of the country coming
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Trinidad.
that's great.
But on the topic of food, I have to ask, what's your favorite?
We're gonna start fighting in this podcast
Should I be?
studio.
What's your favorite in general? What's your favorite Guyanese? What's your favorite,
Yeah,
favorite
I mean,
Trinidad?
It used to be stew chicken. Now it's chicken curry.
Oh Lord, I'll take it back. Take it back.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It
I
is what
take
it
it
is.
back.
Well, you're curry chicken.
No.
Chicken curry.
Chicken curry. Yes.
Hey, I
thank
thought you switched.
No. Yes, she switched
not
back
sure
to the
she's
right side
bipolar.
here.
She's bipolar.
I'm bipolar.
You're bipolar. You switching sides based on how you're feeling in the
Yeah.
moment.
That's how it is.
Because it's two of them, you decide to switch back. It's okay. It's
Damn.
Gotta
okay.
go back to my
Where
roots.
Where Healy at, boy? Where Healy when I need you? Oh, so in general, it's chicken curry.
Yeah,
you
like
have
my
you have a
go-to.
favorite from Trinidad though?
Oh gosh, a little mother-in-law with little doubles or something. No, I don't know. Just doubles is probably my favorite. I mean, that's
Really?
like so basic, but doubles is really like it for me. And Sahina, oh my god, I love Sahina.
I will get beat if I say this on our podcast, but I'll say it anyways. I actually got tired of doubles.
Wow.
I started not
No.
liking it anymore because I used to have it like every
all
day.
the time.
Mhm.
But then when I move up here, I get back.
right,
As soon as
right.
I left, I was like, okay.
They have different
need it
twists
now.
now. They have like chicken inside. They put lamb.
I actually never had like the twisted.
They do
twisted
some crazy
doubles, I
stuff with
guess.
the doubles now too. They put patty inside. Like I never
What?
go to New York. There's this one place called That's Deli. They do some crazy concoctions. Not an ad, but go to That's Deli.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah.
You know, I've never had an authentic Trini double from Trinidad. Never.
Well, go.
I need to go.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Kind
Is
of.
there like a large Guyanese population in like New York?
Yes. So
Yeah.
we have our own area in Queens called Little Guyana.
Little Guyana.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear that.
So that's our little spot that all of us come together. I'm actually there more now as an adult than I've been my entire life. So it's pretty crazy to see Liberty and what it's come to be now. Everywhere you go is a puja store. There's a masjid. There's like a double shop, a roti shop. I mean, of course, Sybil's the biggest bakery ever is still standing there. So yeah, it's insane to see the amount of culture that's packed into one area. You're walking on Liberty, people are blasting their music, dancehall, soca, chutney, Indian,
God, I
everything.
miss that.
I
I
have
miss
Yeah.
to
that
say
feeling.
though, I made a trip to Canada actually like a week, 2 weeks ago for spring break, and I think that was probably the most culture I see like outside of like the actual like
You never been to New
Toronto?
York?
no, but
Wait,
okay,
just
wait,
wait.
hear me out. So I went because my cousins stay there,
Uh-huh.
and they live in Brampton, which they said is where all the like Indian people settle.
Yes.
And I didn't believe them until we were like driving around, and every corner there was like Indian like food or like the stores, and so I tried Indian food for the first time.
No way.
And
the
that's
first time?
for like
Oh my God.
authentic Indian
Yeah.
food
Okay.
for the first time. It was so good. I know in that case it's chicken curry for well,
Yeah.
in that
It
case
is.
it's chicken curry. Authentic Indian food is chicken
You heard
curry.
it here, you guys. Chicken curry.
But Trinidad is still curry chicken. I think there's a difference. But yeah, I think that was the most culture and stuff that I saw since moving, I guess. Because I saw people like driving through Walmart playing like Indian music and
Isn't
stuff.
that crazy?
Yeah.
And I was like, I have yet to see a white person here. I have seen more.
Wow.
Like the entire place was just brown people, and I was like, what is happening?
Wait until you go to Queens. You're gonna be blown away.
Tell me how is it from Florida to New York?
It's a whole different country.
Yeah, it's like
Really?
you're going to a whole different place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so honest. Coming from like Lake Mary, like Orlando, North Orlando to Queens, I don't know. It just feels like you're surrounded by family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I miss about going to Queens like during the summer for weddings and stuff, like you'd open your window in the bathroom, you just hear like uncles playing chutney soca in their garage, and it's like every single minute you're hearing music. I don't know, it just feels like you're surrounded by your family in
I
Queens.
think that's one of my like
Surrounded by
hardest
your
things
people.
of living for myself, because I grew up in a very loud house.
Mm-hmm.
My dad and my sister run a sound company. They're like
Wow.
randomly
Sound
testing
Music all the
boys.
time.
They randomly wake up one morning and they're testing out the system.
Yeah.
Like now I'm just living for myself. It's so quiet. I'm
Quiet.
like confused, I guess.
How did you end up at UCF?
That's a good question. I honestly always knew that I wanted to leave Trinidad just
Okay.
because I wanted to experience other things. And when the time came and I was ready to like look for places, it honestly came down to between USF and UCF.
No way.
And I
Let's
just
hear this.
UCF just kind of like stuck out to me. No matter how much I researched, like my mind just kept going back to UCF, and it was just the place to go, I guess. And my uncle actually wanted me to go to USF because his sister lives there, so I would have been.
You would have
close.
been a part of GISA.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
GISA.
no, I was in the creation of ICSA. I
Yeah,
could say.
Yeah.
So
yeah. You
I
found your
guess
place.
it works out. It works
Yeah.
out.
For sure.
But one more question I had to ask you.
Mhm.
Like, I would say that in our club, I would say that our mascot would be like the parrots, because we have like a parrot on our logo. What would you think your mascot would be?
I have no idea.
You never thought about it?
You
No.
never thought?
I like when I would think about when I started making WISA, I was like, the mascot should be a curry, literally a
A
pot.
Belna.
Because remember, it's a mixing pot of different religions,
I didn't think about it like that. That's kinda
cultures,
cool.
diaspora
Yeah, yeah.
in one. We have Chinese, we have the Portuguese, we have the Indian, etc.
Amerindians.
All of everybody,
yeah.
right? Can't name all of them at one time. So I would say that obviously it's kind of basic, maybe to say that, but I think it really stands for something more.
Yeah.
Like for example, there's an Instagram page called the Cutlass Project. Have you guys heard of them?
Cutlass
Yes.
magazine?
Magazine.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
it is. Yes. Their logo is a girl with a cutlass
Yes.
with the sari on, not a regular sari, an original sari with no blouse.
Mhm.
There's so much behind all that, which we'll probably get to another time, but it means a lot. So definitely,
That is cool.
yeah.
Okay, this is another question for everyone.
Okay.
What is something you can say to me that would be controversial? Like, you have a favorite thing that you think would be a controversy if you said it out loud, or
I
something
can't
that you
say
don't
that on
like
the
that everyone
podcast.
likes?
Definitely Guyana has the better curry.
Okay, I was about to say,
But I
Curry?
will back it up. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
I will
go
back it
ahead.
up because the way you make it is different than us.
Yes, yes.
I am biased because I'm obviously grown up around Guyanese food
Mhm.
mainly my whole entire life, but I've had Trinidadian, Jamaican curry, right? Let's take it to Rihanna. She said, and I quote, Guyana has the best curry.
yeah, 'cause she did say that.
I will.
All right.
I will say though, in my head, the way we make it in Trinidad is curry chicken, and the way Guyana or India make it is chicken curry.
Now, you guys aren't going to like this one,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
believe Trini curry chicken is a little drier than chicken curry.
Okay, who making
Okay.
your curry
Wait,
chicken?
I do
yeah,
agree,
because
though.
I've never
making your
experienced that
curry
either.
chicken?
I've had it once, but I didn't have it from Trinidad, so.
Okay, I'm making your curry chicken.
Okay. Uh-oh.
You have any?
I have had well, I think they're two completely different things. Like
Yeah.
in my opinion, they
The
taste
color,
completely different.
consistency, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least my experience, it was not that great. But like maybe
wait,
it was just my
what,
Which-
like
which one
chicken
wasn't great?
curry or
Which
like
one wasn't great?
or both?
curry chicken wasn't the best.
Okay, who making all the curry chicken? I'm very
know, maybe
curious.
you gotta
So
make
what,
it for
how,
us.
why wasn't it better than chicken curry?
It was also drier and like I don't know
Who's
the
making
consistency.
your curry
Because
chicken?
not to throw shade, but I always knew Trini curry get a little langwata. Yeah, y'all know what that means?
Yeah, that's a little
It's a
watery.
little watery compared to
Who
ours.
making all the curry chicken?
So
Mine
chicken
was
curry
not.
is more of like a like saucy. It's like, I don't know.
It's thicker.
It's a broth.
It's
From
like, yeah.
what I've
You mean like
experienced.
Guyana's one is thicker?
Yes.
yes.
No, I agree.
Right.
But that's why I say it's
That's-
chicken curry for India and stuff, because they
Okay.
use a different type of curry
Uh-huh.
than
Yeah.
us.
Okay.
Which, yeah.
But you don't agree.
Well, I don't know. Let us know in the comments. What do you think?
Yeah.
Let's have this conversation in the comment
I'm
section.
gonna start
Dun,
fights
dun,
in the
dun.
comments.
Okay.
I just need to dry.
Yeah, we'll be in the comments to reply.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
let us know
definitely.
what you think is right or wrong, or what's your stance on it. But do you guys have any other controversies? Because I feel like that's the basic one, right?
Yeah, about Corey. I'm trying to think about something that's not gonna get me in trouble.
Or even the ones that like, or even ones like about the club or like things here. Any controversy you think that?
Well, Geisa came first, so we were the best. Sorry. That's
and I
my
agree.
personal.
I
I agree.
Okay.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. We just started.
Right.
Give us
We
a
have,
chance.
But-
yeah.
so did
we
we.
just for now.
Hmm.
I'm gonna let you keep your trophy.
Okay.
But what I will say is we're gonna give you a run for your money.
As
Yeah,
you should.
We can only go up
Friendly
fewer,
competitions, all love.
It's all
Yes,
love.
all
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
We have to push each other to go higher, right?
Yeah.
If you don't, then what you got?
Exactly.
Nothing.
Mhm.
How you gonna strive for better?
A little competition didn't hurt nobody.
Right.
But for now, USF, yeah, you guys did a great job.
Thank
Not
you
even
guys.
gonna lie to
We
you guys.
appreciate you guys. I mean, also having me on the podcast, it means a lot. I mean,
Of course, this wouldn't be down Bacchanal if we didn't have Dylan on the podcast.
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, let's do a rapid fire round. Wait, did you guys come up with any controversies?
I can't think of anything right now.
I'm
Megan,
trying
you
to
got
think
anything?
too.
Not really.
About the club,
in general,
in
anything like
general.
you think about West Indian culture, Trinidad, Guyana, UCF versus USA.
To be honest, I've never heard of stew chicken. I've only heard of chicken stew. Like that's why when I had this conversation with someone else the other day,
Uh-huh.
like it's an American thing.
Haley,
chicken
Haley, you hearing
stew.
this thing
I've
not
never
going
heard
on
of
here?
stew chicken.
Okay.
Like when I first heard that, I was like, are they saying it wrong or like is it me? That's so I don't know, but I haven't heard of that.
Okay, chicken stew. Okay. But it's stew chicken. Like it's a different type.
What
So
I don't get is why you
Here
say
we
stew.
go again.
Yeah, no, you say
No,
stew
but
Wait.
chicken,
I've
but
never-
not
What do you-
curried
oh
chicken.
God,
Anyways, it's
this-
fine. It's
yo.
fine. It's fine. It's
You know
fine.
what?
I was just curious. Okay,
It was
you
a
know what?
mistake. I come here.
Why will they bring me on here to be the only Trini here? Anyways,
Well, you're there all about anyway.
now I forget what I was going to say. Oh, I was just saying I need to make food for you all now
Yes,
because clearly you all
now
haven't
me and
had
Megan are
good.
saying that
We
Clearly
should
you
bring
all
chicken
haven't
with
dry.
taste
had good
testing on
ones.
here. Like
Yes.
We do.
Yes.
We need to do a
Duck
we need
curry
to do-
competition.
duck curry competition.
Okay, I'm a breed. Read. All
Yeah.
right. Okay, let me do a rapid fire.
Sure.
Yes.
All of you. Okay, ready?
Oh,
Doubles or roti?
roti.
roti because I'm
Yeah,
Indian.
roti.
Bus up or Dalbury?
Basav.
Bust up.
I've never had that.
Oh my
So-
god.
So
okay,
it's like
okay.
roti without dal inside versus a
Mhm.
regular roti, like all
Roti
roti.
with like it's like a powdery dal. It's like a
Mixture.
paste. Yeah.
That you
Oh.
put into the roti.
Either one.
Yeah.
We'll try next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chutney or soka?
Soka.
Chutney.
Soca now because
So-
I've been listening
I
to their music.
Love soka.
So good.
Love soka down, but chutney's my life. Actually, good point. I saw Rasika last week for the first time. I had an aneurysm for 3 hours.
Oh my god.
This lady performed for 3 hours. Dantal, dolak,
What?
harmonium, no water, 3 hours.
Jesus.
When I said I died, I went to heaven, child. Cue the music. But no, definitely crazy experience because she's so traditional.
Mhm.
She's so raw. And it's just something that I would never give back.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I want to see Kanchan in live.
If they were still here,
Didn't know that she
they both passed away, yeah.
was rest in peace. Didn't know.
And you know, they both came from India.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
Babla and Kanchan, they're both from
Mhm.
India. They went to Trinidad to do music. And from what I know, they became really popular and stayed. And they were also in Bollywood a little bit too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think they came just for the music, right?
Yeah.
Like they just
And they stayed.
and they brought their
Yeah.
culture over and made like really really
'Cause
good
they're
songs that stay
from-
with us.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, UP or Bihar, the original areas that
Mhm.
our ancestors came from, supposedly, most of us. And their style really matched our like vibe. So it followed through.
So and they made it amazing.
Yeah.
Yep. Indians came to Trinidad, made good
Yeah.
music.
I have to ask, what's your favorite song right now then? It can be so
Greatest bend over.
Hey. I honestly don't know.
You don't have one right now?
I have if I were to give you my playlist,
There's
it
so
would
many to
be
choose
hours
from.
and hours long. Also, follow me on SoundCloud, Instagram, all of it.
Oh, we'll
I got
plug
you.
you.
Got you.
Yes. What's your favorite song right now?
Yeah.
Mine, I don't know. I feel like it changes
Cocoa tea.
so much. Oh my gosh, it changes
Cocoa
so
tea.
much. I don't know.
Ring finger.
Let me see your finger.
That's so funny. I don't know. It changes a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Mine is Take It Slow. I'm sure you guys heard. I sang it at karaoke. Take It Slow, Marshall.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like put them on the spot. I just listen to everything. I don't know. It's just changed up all the time. Okay. What's one thing you would bring to a lime?
I can't say that on the podcast.
Yes, you can.
Um,
Because same, I would probably do the same thing if,
Yeah.
if,
Yeah, me too.
if you're talking about what I think you're talking about.
definitely a big cooler. That's what I'd bring. Big cooler.
A bunch of people, because you gotta have a lot of people there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
Well, I'll
food,
be the
too.
host. That's
Yeah.
my normal thing. Ask anybody at USF when we were going to school. Big parties, big speaker, big fete.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have hundreds of people in an apartment. So I'm doing the event, bringing the vibes. What about you?
I'd bring the food. I'd bring the
Oh.
pot. We would cook it there.
Oh, a little cook up.
That's the
Or
thing,
pelao, as y'all just
yeah.
say.
Oh God, no, pelao.
You don't like pelao?
I fed up with pelao.
Really?
Yeah, because that was the thing. Like every time we go like beach or something,
Anywhere.
we make the pelao and
Mhm.
carry it to eat on the road, something like that. But the thing is, anytime we have an lime, the first thing that come to my mind is we need to do our cook. Like that's my thing. Like I like to go river and we cook. That's what I like to
A
do.
bush cook, as I would call
A
'em.
bush
Well, I'm from the
cook.
bush,
Yeah.
so
Mm-mm.
at least I've been
Actually,
told.
what do you put in your pelao? Like what protein?
Chicken.
Okay, because we put chicken. Some people put beef.
Yeah.
Also roast turkey.
Never had.
Crazy, right?
I
Crazy.
had like pork pilau and stuff too, yeah.
Like I feel like it adds that little something when you put like a roast meat inside.
Mm-hmm.
So it's turkey wings, you cut it up, put it in there, it adds that little extra flavor. Oh my
You're
god.
making me hungry now.
Right?
I know,
Of
let's talk about
course.
food.
Okay, let me cut that. Let me cut that talk one time. You all have any questions to ask Dylan?
Ooh. I was just thinking about your club, but
You could ask him personal questions
Yeah,
too.
I'm here. I'm a person.
Let's expose him on the podcast.
yes,
Yeah,
what's that
Expose,
love
huh?
life looking like?
Let's see. Everybody sucks.
Yeah.
This generation is ridiculous.
Mhm.
I read something or I heard something on Instagram recently where it's like we have too many options. That's why everybody's so stush and
Stush.
sometime-ish.
Stosh is crazy.
100%. Like you go to a club, you go out, you go to an outing, people will watch you like, I mean, I get stares no matter where I go. And honestly, like no matter who it is. So I'm used to it, but people have too many options nowadays and they don't really know what they want. So
Mhm.
it's non-existent for me. But hey, if you guys find someone, a little
I don't know, bro. I feel
Caribbean
like it's,
ting.
I feel like it's the opposite for me. I feel like I have no options.
Oh no, I have zero. Absolutely.
So you have too much options and no options at the same time.
Like, you know when you get too much and it's nothing?
Yes,
Yeah.
like there's a
Mhm.
lot, but it's not of any value.
Substance.
Yeah, I feel like I'm too picky now. Like I don't know. I think it's a good thing. Like my expectations should be like high. But
My
That's true.
expectations
Your
are
expectations
high.
should
Yeah.
be high.
Oh, we're all single here.
Hey.
Let's go, guys.
But I will tell you guys, from an adult standpoint, post-college, take advantage of your college days.
Dylan, you are not that old.
Yo, I
you called me a child earlier, guys.
Yo,
He's
the
like,
way it
I'm
works,
old and wise, guys.
you guys graduate 2 years. You're going to see the difference between you and the new generation coming up.
I guess that is
I already
true.
do.
Yeah.
I
I
already
do.
do. I'm been questioning what is going on with these kids.
Kids.
Mhm.
Case in point.
What is going on? Do you all just like scroll through social media and see like younger generations, like even from our country, where they're like yelling at their parents?
No.
I never seen anything from our people per se. Because that's
our
licks.
people, yeah.
No, exactly. That's my point. I don't see it anymore. I don't hear about kids getting licks
It's
anymore.
all
No,
this
'cause
gentle
it's
parenting stuff.
Yes.
Also
going around.
abuse.
Yes.
TW, abuse.
That's true. Like maybe they should gentle parent a little bit, but not to the point where
we need discipline. Let me not get into that. I'll do a whole 2-hour podcast just on parenting.
I'll say this: some kids did not get beat as a child, and
you can tell.
It shows.
You can tell when they're grown up and the way they act. You can tell right.
I think I was
get beat
having
as a kid.
this conversation like yesterday.
Disclaimer: we do not condone any type of child abuse.
Condone.
No. There's a way of disciplining your child, whatever way you choose to do it. Hopefully it's safely.
Yes.
But we do not condone. ICSA. Just want to let you guys know. Thanks.
Though it is a part of us.
There's some children out there that need a beating. There's some children. Listen, there's some children
we
out
don't
there
condone it, but
that don't need to
that never
to
see
be
pot
nice.
spoon come from a drawer.
Yeah, they never been
Once
scared
that drawer
of that
open,
drawer
oh
opening
God, if you
sound.
run from that drawer open.
Have you ever seen our previous podcast episodes?
No. I've seen clips.
Okay.
Might be.
We went over a little bit of our beating stories.
Yeah, so
No, you did not.
Yeah.
the episode
Okay.
that just dropped this week was Trinity in the Wild, where we spoke about how we grew up, our childhood and stuff. And I think
love
the
that.
episode that's dropping next week is Straight Outta Georgetown, which I think they did the same.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
Yeah, so
I not come from Georgetown.
You should probably take a look and see.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch you guys. Might be, for sure.
Do you have any siblings at all? Or
I do. I have one sister. Her name is Addison. This girl's turning 16 on Saturday.
Ooh,
Okay, happy
sweet
birthday to
16.
her.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Addison.
Yeah, if she's watching this. We don't know if she's
I'm
like
going to have her
brother.
watch it. Everyone's going to watch
yeah.
it.
If she's like her brother and not watches our podcast.
Yikes. Ooh.
On the
I should have
podcast we
lied.
haven't seen.
Yeah, I totally watch you guys.
Yeah, the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're on the podcast, but you haven't seen it yet.
right.
Now you're supposed to be promoting us because you're gonna be on it.
Listen, I do promotion all day, every day. Don't have to worry, Bob.
Fair. Okay. How would you explain this club to like your grandma or something?
I would just be like a group of West Indian, or honestly, very touchy word for some people, Kuli. A lot of Kuli people gathering together to educate others, or just hang out after school. I know that's a very tough word for most other countries besides Guyana. Guyana does take the word differently than most
That is true.
countries.
Guyanese people don't like the word coolie doesn't really
Phase.
bother
I
us.
don't think it's that big a deal.
I actually will rebuttal that. I think in Trinidad, I got a lot of backlash when I was.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So, little side story, I did Mr. International for USF in 2018. So, CC holds a pageant, yeah. And I represented Guyana because I felt that I couldn't represent America in a way that was true to the American roots or Americana, whatever have you. So, I represented Guyana, and my opening line was going to be like, "Hey, my fellow Kuli people." They told me I couldn't say that word. They said it was a derogatory term, and I was not allowed to use that in my dialogue.
Oh.
So that was a big issue.
I
Do you
don't
think
know.
that was just for like TV purposes, or do you think people in Trinidad really don't?
No, like everybody that I've talked to, especially Trinis from Trinidad, they don't use that word. They use the word Indian instead of Kuli. They don't like that word.
Well, to be fair, I feel like the only person I've heard that around my family is my grandmother, which makes sense.
Yes,
Older generation.
Older
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah.
They don't have no shame.
Yeah. Well, follow-up question. What does your grandma think of your club?
Does she know about it? I'm sure she does. I don't really know. I haven't really talked to her about it. I mean, I get time for all that, you know?
Well, now we know when you're talking to your grandmother now, she's going to be like, how come you didn't tell me about this? You don't talk to me anymore.
For real. My aunts and everything, my mother, like everybody in my family knows that I participate in these things, and I've helped, contribute to all of these organizations in school and the pageantry and stuff like that. I call it a showcase because pageantry is more for the females, but what have you. But definitely it's a positive thing if they were to hear about it, for sure. And I'm sure they're very happy that I'm being involved. It's funny. So I have a friend at UCF, and then I have one of my aunts, and their thing for me is like everywhere we go, Dylan meets someone from like Guyana, Trinidad, someone that he knows, specifically West Indian. Prior to that, nobody met anybody from our diaspora. And then I come into play, and then everybody magnetizes towards me. I noticed that, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. It matches what I do. you know?
Yeah.
So definitely great, I guess,
Man,
characteristics.
I wish I had that effect. I wish I could walk into a room and then all the West Indian people just come to me like a magnet. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy how that
It's-
works.
I think it kind of happens now that I'm here because I a lot of times I'm like in public, like maybe my cousin is in town or I'm walking with Haley and we're talking like in our accents, and someone will be like, "Oh my god, like I know that accent. Where are you from?"
I do that a lot to people.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
Or like I remember when we were doing our holy fundraiser, someone came out to us and was like, "Oh my, we like that music. We were playing soca,"
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we heard the soca. Like we're from I can't remember." I think they were some Caribbean country, and they were like, "Oh my god, yes, we know soca." So we gravitated towards.
Yeah. We were the
Yeah.
loudest music there. We
And
made sure.
Yeah,
We
and
made
someone
sure.
else came up and they didn't know what it was, and they
Mhm.
were like, "Oh, like, do you have like a SoundCloud we can listen to this?" Because like a
That's what I'm
playlist."
saying. I give everybody my
With one
SoundCloud.
of
They want to know the
us.
mixes. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
But what's one piece of advice you'd give to someone who wants to start a cultural club, whether it be anyone?
Yeah. No, I mean, no matter what club you make, it's a lot of work. You have to have a support system behind you, whether that's your peers, older people, whatever the case may be. It's possible to do it on your own, but it's very hard to do so. There's a lot of steps to go into it, I should say. So a piece of advice would be stay organized, keep on top of your deadlines, because if you don't, then you will fall through and they will not accept you if you're late with anything, any paperwork, any meetings, etc. Know what the requirements are. Know if you have something similar on campus. Hopefully you don't, so you can break out and have this new type of situation. So definitely know your surroundings for sure and be organized. That's what I would give.
How long did it like take you to like be able to build that club or like start it, even get it going?
Yeah, I definitely started thinking about it my sophomore year, ending of sophomore year, and then junior year, which was 2019. That was when I really like hunkered down and tried to like really begin. And then I gathered a few of my friends at the time and we did meetings and we tried to like really make it work. There was like 10 or 11 of us at the time. And it probably took a full semester from thought to execution. And then unfortunately, COVID happened. So I had 1 month of a WISA breakout semester. So less than a month, I should say. We had our Pagua event, which was coincided with SIA. Great event. A lot of people were like super happy that we were a new organization. And then unfortunately, COVID happened and we couldn't really recover. It was super hard. It was super hard.
I can't think.
I
of-
mean, personally,
do you have anything?
I think that like following up on the thing of passion and wanting the community.
Very big.
Yeah. Like I feel like that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a group of people that are all passionate, equally passionate to make it happen.
Yeah, I would say do it for the right reasons. Don't do it because of your resume. Do it because you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself.
Emphasis on the if you want to, you will.
Right.
You have to want it to make it happen.
A big thing also that I noticed when we were making the organization and having people come out, there's a lot of our diaspora in the woodworks that don't necessarily participate because there's just a lot to do with school or family, stuff like that. But we're trying to make that platform, that bridge to bring them out and say, hey, just come for a few minutes, hang out, and then you guys can go along with your daily life, right? So it was a very big thing to find out that we had a lot of people at our institutions that were from our
I
diaspora.
feel the same way. I feel like there's so many Guyanese and Trini people that we haven't even met yet at
Yeah.
UCF. Even though I thought creating this club would kind of bring them to us, I want to do events or do something that would like, bring them out of the woodwork. So what advice would you give for us to kind of get them?
Yeah, so for sure, one of our biggest events I've seen so far is our wedding event. So our kangan.
That'll do it.
That'll do it for sure because you have performances, you have music, you have food, you have dancing, and then you have the Pagua or the holy event. Very, very open event for anybody that has done a color run before or done a wet fed or a color fed. They are familiar with the inner workings of an event like that. So they'll come out and they'll be like, oh my gosh, like color event, but make it cultural, that type of
Yeah.
thing. So they'll attend those type of things, which is the whole thing. That's the whole reason why we do all these things, to bring people that are not familiar, not aware to our realm. right?
Yeah, definitely weddings, because I feel like every West Indian person, a wedding is a big deal. They've done it so many times before. They already know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Toss
I
a
feel
band, whatever. They already know what to
people
expect.
here don't take weddings as seriously as we do. Like I went to an American style wedding, I guess, and like like wedding is just like for us it's like dressing up. Like you have to dress up and you have to go, and the wedding is like long. Like it's always in the evening to the morning.
2 a.m., 3 a.m.
That wedding that I went to is just a morning thing. Like we were done by like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
And I was like,
The ceremony's only an hour sometimes.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
so crazy.
Yeah.
But,
Did you go to one in Orlando?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But in terms of like events, like if you had unlimited money, what event would you plan? Or what event do you want?
Oh gosh. I would probably do a full wedding. Bharat, Mehendi, Sangeet, Mati Kaur. Focus on the Bharat too, because that's really cool. People will come up for that, the car show vibes. And then go into the big party. Obviously include every single religious denomination we have in our area, in our realm. And then break out into a huge fete. Like make that the biggest part too. So really focus on the cultural aspect more than the religion, because that's how we reach the most people. And go from there. That or like a big gala. That would be kind of cool.
To say I would spend it on a fete. Like I would make a fete. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like cast Marshall, everybody.
Yeah. Bring them out.
That's what I would do.
Bring them out.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Do you guys have anything?
If UCF didn't stop us from playing the loudest music, oh my gosh, the speakers that I would bring in here.
Yeah.
I would, we got Ajay for the DJ.
Yeah.
It would be amazing. Yeah, and I'd fly every single artist
to
down.
DJ.
I have a question actually. Is Carnival the same in like Guyana and like Trinidad?
No, actually.
Really?
Yeah, so we have Mashamani in Guyana that is celebrating the independence of Guyana versus actual Carnival, which is hosted in Brazil, Trinidad, Caribana, and then we have Miami and many more countries. So it's similar in the way it's executed, kind of, but it's actually a total different beast at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of hard.
I gotta go to see.
Yes, for sure.
I have yet to be at a real carnival yet.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
Yeah, all these years.
Oh
It's
my
been
God.
tough with the schedule and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I have to say same. Like I've witnessed it. I haven't like actually played in a band or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dress up.
Dress up.
$1,000
I wanna-
outfit.
Oh my God, yeah, I want to DIY my outfit.
I mean, to be fair, I left when I was at the age to do that. So
That's
I guess-
true.
You can go
Yeah.
back. Go home
Yeah.
and catch a little.
I mean, I'm going back, but I never get back in time for
Yeah.
carnival. Like it's always here for we
Right.
have to do work during school time.
Mhm.
But
Right. I had a few friends that went to Trinidad back home to like
Mhm.
go. So maybe you could swing it a little bit. I don't know. They
Maybe.
did. So maybe you could too.
maybe we'll
Yeah.
see. So I wanted to go to like island crashers and stuff too.
Ooh.
Like, I never got to go. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, well, to wrap it up, I have to ask you one more question.
Yeah, sure.
In a perfect world, where do you see the club being in 5 years?
5 years. My God. Well, hopefully tripling in size for USF. I mean, the potential is there. Hosting all of our own events on our own. I mean, collaboration's always key. We love to have our relationships with other organizations on campus, but hosting solely events based on our own funding, our own budget, everything. And just bringing more to the table. It's hard because coming from a college standpoint, you're balancing your school life, your personal life, and an extracurricular life. Those are 3 different lives, right?
Mhm.
So it's hard to get everyone on board for every single thing. But once the passion is there, the goals or like the options are endless, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it really depends. Hopefully it stays in 5 years, knock on wood. You know, you never know what can happen.
That's
Pandemic
true.
again or whatever.
Mhm.
So, God forbid.
What about you guys? Do you guys think you can see? Where do you think you see ICSA?
Same thing.
in
I want
5 years?
ICSA to triple, quadruple in size. I'm excited to see in 5 years when I like have my own job, whatever, I come back down to Florida and I want to see this club, like the social media is taken off. It's one of the biggest clubs on campus. I want to see like West Indian people come together. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Dylan, for coming out for Down
Thanks, you
Bacchanal
guys.
Boulevard.
Thank you. And make sure to follow our socials.
And thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and leave in the comment section.
All right, guys. Big thank you to our sponsor, Sing's Roti Shop, for sponsor.
Make sure to follow us on our socials.
And make sure to subscribe. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you next time.
Big thank you to Dylan for coming out to Down Bacchanal Boulevard.
Thanks, guys. I
Thank you so
appreciate it.
much.
This was amazing.
Okay,
All
we'll
right.
see you guys next episode.
Bye.
Bye, guys.